Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm glad you're here. I want to take a quick second and say thank you to the channel members. Thank you, thank you. I want to say thank you to anyone who subscribes to the channel and anyone who just comes in to check out the knife, the EDC content. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. If you like it and you're so inclined, if you please hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon down there. It'd really help me out, and it'll keep you updated on what's going on with the channel. So today I was going to run through the knives that I've been carrying the last month and a half, that have been kind of different because I like to switch it up and carry different knives. And this is one that has always been a favorite of mine. It's been in my collection now for going on probably almost 3 years, 2 years, 2.5 years, and it's the OG Tuya Big Belly. The Tuya Big Belly is a Michael Gavik design and then done in conjunction with Tuya. This is the original, which was a unibody or monoblock carbon fiber body. So this body is a single piece of carbon fiber milled out, and then you've got these little titanium plates that house the bar style lock that works fabulously on this knife. Thumb studs that thumb flick well. It's not a great reverse finger flicker because the detent somehow is just that tight, but you've got this really nice big belly on this M390 blade that is just a dynamite cutter. I love to carry it as an EDC knife because the handle is smooth. It fits my hand very well. It's super slicey. Has a nice broad blade. It's just a great cutter. It really is. It carries very well. Has a nice titanium clip. Carries well in khakis, but also carries well in jeans. And this is one that I've been getting a lot of mileage out of lately. I really do dig it. It is a fantastic knife. This particular variant is not available anymore, but they did come out with a more affordable one that I think is 14C and G10 unibody. But this is the OG M390 carbon fiber unibody Tuya Big Belly. We move on from there to a knife that I've really enjoyed carrying lately because I've been kind of on a wire clip craze. But this is my really light Spyderco Y2. One of the slicier knives in my collection. Kind of a Warncliffe is what I think of it as. Kind of futuristic looking. It's one of the Taichung Taiwan Spyderco knives. Simple S30V is the blade steel. Well, excuse me, 20CV is the blade steel. I was wrong about that. But you have this really thin blade that just, I mean, cuts like a dream. You've got this jimping right up towards the front of the handle that keeps it engaged in your hand. And again, just one of these knives that's dangerously slicey. And it's also designed, if I'm not mistaken, after a Japanese fighting knife. So it's kind of got a pokey, slurpy saver type of characteristic to it. Very thin, very light, very easy to carry. Utilizes the compression lock, which is probably my favorite Spyderco lock. That or the ball lock, one of the two. But this is a great little knife. The Spyderco Y2. I'll leave links, if these are available on Amazon or on other dealers, I'll leave links to the ones that are. But this is the Y2. It's been great. Super thin, super light, fantastic carry. So moving on, we come to the Vosteed Dachshund. I love this knife. I've been kind of getting some more love in my pocket from it. It's got a great titanium clip, titanium handles. You'll see a theme here, bar lock. Front flipper, probably one of the most comfortable, easiest to manipulate front flippers. You've got the sheep's footy Warncliffe blade that is an absolute slicer. I sharpened this down to 17 degrees, and I mean, it is an absolute laser beam. M390 blade steel. Really thin handle that's got this interesting cutout that at first when I saw this knife, I didn't necessarily know how that would feel in the hand, but it's actually really soft. Feels very good in hand. The blade is extremely handy, utilitarian type of blade. I like a Wharncliffe sheep's foot, which this is. And again, titanium, M390, feels very good in the hand. Very good EDC knife. I love it. This is the Vosteed Dachshund. So, moving on, we come to my Slicer Demko Shark Cub. This little knife, guys, is an absolute wonderful, wonderful little knife. It is aluminum handled. I picked this one up at the Nashville Blade Show, so it's kind of got a unique handle. It's got a 20 CV blade that is very, very slicey. This is a slicer. They also make this in a drop point and in a shark's foot, but it's going to be thinner and lighter than the 80 20.5. So for me, this just makes a perfect light EDC knife. You've got a steel pocket clip that goes in and out of pocket great. You've got these aluminum scales that make the knife feel very substantial. Shark lock, which is one of my favorite. And then you've got this oblong pill hole shaped deployment hole that you can literally flick this knife from any position, from the middle of the hole to the top of the hole to the bottom of the hole. And shark locks have traditionally been tricky for me to flick. Not this one. This one is just an absolute banger. I love carrying it. I love using it. Love having it in my pocket. This is the Demko Shark Cub. These are available. I'll leave a link to them. They're about, I want to say $1.99. I could be wrong, but I'll leave you a link. Moving on, we come to a couple of knives that I've been carrying from Quiet Carry. This is my Waypoint. I got this knife a long time ago. I won it at a Jason Brown auction and just absolutely love this knife. It's Vanex super clean steel, G10 handles, LC200 I think liners, so it's truly a rust proof knife. Hollow ground blade that is so slicey. Just a really fine EDC utility knife. It's got a wire clip, a shorter wire clip that I really like. It's on washers, which I think is fantastic. It is absolutely thin and fits in the pocket very, very well. You don't even know it's there. Great knife. Can't say enough nice things about it. This is the regular Waypoint, not the big Waypoint, but it's still a full-size knife, just to give you an idea. Nice size knife, a little bit larger than the Bug Out, and I'm just a huge fan. But this is the Quiet Carry G10 Waypoint. I love it. Been carrying it. It has been great. I've also been carrying, even a more favorite, my Quiet Carry Drift. This is the OG Drift. This one is in the dark bronze, titanium, and Vanex super clean blade. It's got probably one of the most comfortable grips for my hand of any knife. It is super thin, super slicey. I like it better than my Waypoint because the blade's a little taller. It is just, to me, it is such a beautiful knife. It is just elegant. It feels great in the hand. It's totally rust proof. I love the materials, the titanium and the Vanex. It's even got some pocket fuzz in the clip. The wire clip, which has kind of been a theme in what I've been carrying. I've really been digging the wire clips lately. Today I happen to be carrying a wire clip, but this is the Quiet Carry Drift. Somehow I just drooled on the Drift. but I'm not worried about it because, like I said, it is truly rust proof, and the Van X is one steel that you're not going to have corrosion issues with, even if you drool on it. So great finger choil, very, very thin profile, what I think is a great size. I should have given you sizes on the others, but these are all smaller EDC knives. This is a little bit shorter than the bug out. Probably has about the same cutting area with that belly, but it's the quiet carry. OG drift, regular size drift. Love it. Two more, and this knife I can't get enough of. This is a knife that FerraMonster sent me to check out. They let me pick out one of their knives. They've got three, I think, that they brought to market. This is the Glideman that has the deployment hole. I love the shape of the blade, and when I saw it, I love the look of the choil. As you guys know, I'm a choil guy. It's got a titanium clip. This one's got blue titanium scales. You can get it in the bronze colored scales, the black blade, raw titanium. It has probably got one of the most ergonomical handles that I have in my collection. It's got a fantastic finger choil. It's got nice soft corners on all of the scales, and then it's got the jimping, which really works if you're going to carry this backwards grip, which I'm not. And then you've got, it also works right here if you're going to use the knife. But this forward choil is just next level. Even though it looks a little odd, maybe. It kind of looks like a bird. Maybe it's got some kind of birdie look to it. At least that's what I see. M390 on bearings. Excellent access bar. Excellent access to the lock bar, as I try to make a sentence and fail horribly. Couple of methods of deployment. You've got a flipper tab, and you've got the middle finger flick or the thumb flick. I don't do thumb flick well, so I'm not even going to attempt it, but the hole is done extremely well. The blade has got wonderful cutting geometry. M390, super slicey. I think it's a cool knife. Probably my favorite looking FerraMonster, although I'd love to check out more of their knives. They seem to be made very, very well. Do not know if they're making them or if they have an OEM. It's got a real nice steel lock bar insert and perfectly centered. Nice little back spacer with a lanyard hole. I think it looks cool closed. I think it looks cool even if it's a little bit odd open, and it cuts and handles phenomenally well. So that one I've been carrying. And then finally, the most recent one, which I've got a full kind of overview review coming up Sunday, I think, is a knife that Tactical Terry designed that he's working with releasing through Kansept. It's called the Orlock. The Orlock is a really interesting knife. Fantastic top flipper, front flipper. It's a liner lock with titanium. S35VN blade. Forward finger choil that is dynamite with this harpoon blade, which is so comfortable, so slicey. And some people are probably saying now, S35 blade. Well, this knife, guys, is going to be brought to market. Terry's thinking right around $160, maybe $170, somewhere right in there, keeping it under, well under $200. And you've got a titanium handle, steel liner lock, S35VN blade, contoured handles, titanium clip, titanium back spacer. I think it's a great knife. I've never had a problem with S35. This is a prototype, so the clip is going to be longer. There are going to be additional colorways. It'll have a little false plate here for the reversible clip. And this is the Kansept Knives Orlock, designed by our buddy, community member, Tactical Terry, or 1931 Leatherworks, I think. I could be wrong there. So I've been carrying the Orlock. Loving it. I've been carrying the Glideman. I love it. I've been carrying the Shark Cub. Been loving it. I've been carrying my little thin drift. Been carrying the Waypoint. It's a little bit longer knife, but the thinness makes up for it. The Dachshund, also a little bit longer and thinner knife, but just a winner. My Tuya Big Belly, always been one of my favorite knives. I love the sick grind on it. And my Spyderco Watu. So guys, that's just what I've been carrying lately. What's been in my pocket. So, hope you found this video entertaining, interesting. Get some ideas about some different knives in my collection. I'll leave links to them. This one's not in my collection. This one's going back out. Look how heavy that N390 blade is. The handle's so light. This is a great knife. They're all great knives. But guys, thank you for watching. If you're so inclined, again, hit that subscribe button. Thumbs up, thumbs down if you'd like. And most importantly, please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Look out for the guy or gal to your right. Look out for each other. Go forward with love in your hearts and choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.